Hi, hi everybody. I hope everything is okay to you. Today I'm starting the seventh part of my lectures about Rumi, and it is about the ideas of Rumi. And today I'm speaking about Wahdat Wujud, pantheism, that some people translate it as the unity of existence. And today is the 27th of April 2016, equal to 8th of Ordibehesht, 1395 Persian calendar, and is the second month of the spring. Some people complain that the voice of my videos are low, so I try to speak louder. Okay, I start the lecture of today with sentences from Aziz Nasafi that I have introduced him to you already from his book Insana Kamil, which means perfect human being. I try to speak about the insan later and explain this word, but which is an important word in Persian mysticism. It is a sentence from Nasafi. بدان که انسان کامل آن است که او را چهار چیز به کمال باشد: اقوال نیک، افعال نیک و اخلاق نیک و معارف. You should know that perfect human being, insan, must have four things in full, in perfect manner. اقوال نیک, speaking good, and not lying, and speaking good, and speaking in good manner, and kindly and friendly with other people. أفعال نیک, doing good. Do not do wrong things in general term. I am not going to say the details. و اخلاق نیک, good behavior, good moral, good attitude, good approach. و معارف. معارف means knowledge. That I said the Irfan means knowledge, knowing God by the way of heart. That I speak about that later, about the terminology of that. Ma'arif, and has knowledge, and I think he means the knowledge of knowing God, and also knowledge in general term. So we started with these sentences, and then I would like to speak about Howard Baskerville. Howard Baskerville, I am sure that many of you know him. He was a young teacher. He was born in 10th of April 1885, and he was graduated from Princeton University. Then he came with a Christian missionary to Iran to teach in Tabriz. Tabriz is an important city in the north of Iran. Before it was near the border of Russia and Turkey. And he came there, and in that time the constitutional revolution started in Iran, and he had a friend, Sayyid Hassan Sharifzadeh, as a student and also friend, and he get familiar with the revolutions and the freedom fighters, and finally he joined them. The consul of the United States in Tabriz tried to encourage him, to discourage him to do not do that and to not join the freedom fighters, but he didn't accept because United States didn't want to interfere in the things that was happening in Iran in that time. But Howard didn't accept, and he joined the freedom fighters, and the consul sent his wife to discourage Howard and encourage him to come back and to return to the school that he was teaching there, and do not fight against despotism, because it was a fight against despotism. Freedom fighters, they were fighting against despotic king Muhammad Ali Shah, that he was supporting by Russia in that time. Anyway, though I'm not saying yes, he was supporting by Russia in that time, and he was not a good thing anyway. Baskerville didn't accept, and he said to the wife of the consul that there is only one difference between me and these people, and it is my nationality, and they are Persian and I am American, and I don't think it's a big difference, and I want to stay with them. And he martyred in the 19th April 1909. I remember a poem from Rumi that says متحد جانهای شیران خداست. That means the spirits of the lions of God are united. And I think yes, he was one of the lions of the God. The spirits of the lions of God are united. Anyway, it was a very big memorial for him in Tabriz in that time, and everybody took part in the gathering, in the memorial of the whole world. And Ratislav, the consul of England in the Tabriz in that time, he says it was a very impressive memorial for the whole world. Everybody was upset that he martyred in the war, and they weaved a very nice Persian carpet with his picture on it, and they sent for his mother to the United States. But I don't know if you can compensate this, but just they wanted to thanks and say to her that she must be proud of having such a brave boy. Okay, yeah, he passed away. He martyred in 19 April 1909, 107 years ago. God bless him. Okay, then let's go to the other things that I need to explain. Some friends asked me to cite and translate and explain the poem of Haydar Baba from Shahriyar, Muhammad Hussein Shahriyar, which is in Turkish. Right now we don't have time, a lot of things that should be done, but I try to read it later. I try to read it to cite it in original language and explain it. It's a very beautiful poem. It is one of my favorites, but no time right now. Later I will do that, and also there is a good translation on it on the site of University of Michigan. If you need to see the translation, it is in English, but about explaining and reading there are some readings on the YouTube, but about explaining I will come back to it later. About the emails, I received some emails. I apologize, I don't have time to answer all of the emails by one. I try to answer the ones that I think is necessary to answer at the same time, but I try to answer the emails here on the videos that I'm speaking on my lectures. And again, I say that my software shows that about more than 300 people are watching these videos, and they are opening the emails and watching the videos, but still YouTube shows not more than 80-90. And also I think two of my friends informed me that in Ann Arbor and also in Toronto, Canada, they are downloading the video with KeepFit software, and they are watching, and they cannot watch it on the YouTube because they don't have the equipment, because equipment for watching it for 30, 40, 50 people, so they download it. Doesn't matter if you cannot watch it on YouTube, it doesn't matter, you can do it, no problem. And what something else that I wanted to say, that we are going to the ocean of Erfan, Persian mysticism. Erfan is mysticism, and so big, too much, and with this limited knowledge that I have and limited time that I have and you have, just we cannot do anything. Just I don't know, just we wet ourselves in the ocean and come back. Nothing. And again here Rumi says آب دریا را اگر نتوان کشید هم به قدر تشنگی باید چشید. He says, okay, we cannot have the water of the sea, but we taste it as much as we are thirsty. Just we taste it, because we cannot have the water of ocean, and it's too much. Again, okay, I have written whatever I want to say, because I have written the topics that I want to say, because I don't want to be distracted. It's too much I may go from here to there and lose what I wanted to say. So I have written, I need to watch my topics. Okay, from after this, when I finish the pantheism, I'm going to start to speak about how and dervishi order converted and could establish the Persian Empire, Safavid Persian Empire in 1501, exactly 550 years ago. 115 years ago, they established the Persian Empire. It's very important, and it is the result of my research about that and what I have learned. So I think it will be nice, but it's a little bit high level. Maybe the watchers of these videos that they are not historian, maybe they don't like it, but I don't know. Just we try it, and it will be copyrighted. It will be copyrighted, and friends that they want to use the content, they must refer to it, to my name. That I have said that. Okay, so when I finish this pantheism, I don't know. I hope to try. I hope to finish it today, and I don't know how long does it take. But after that, I stop Rumi. I go to this converting of a dervish order to the position that could establish the Persian Empire. Then, when I finished it, I come back again to the Rumi. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to say, I suggested Professor Anne-Marie Schimmel about the Irfan and mysticism and Rumi and Attar. But I want to say something. She's a great professor. She's a great researcher. But there is something here that she became an Aref herself. She doesn't have the distance between sujet objet. I mean sujet objet. Yes, in English we say subject object. She became so close. She became so close, and there is no distance between subject object, sujet objet, as French they say. So maybe sometimes this being so close, she couldn't have a good judgment. But I am not going to judge Professor Schimmel because she's a great professor, and unfortunately she passed away in 2003, and she's not here to answer me and say to me, stop, it is not your business. But anyway, I think she was very close, and she became a kind of Aref herself. But altogether, I suggest to watch her videos, but just keep in mind that she's Aref herself. And the other person that I could suggest you, if you know Persian, you can read the books of the Professor Abdul Hussein Zarinkub, which is a very high level Persian professor, and he passed away again, I think about 10-15 years ago. I don't know, I don't remember exactly. I remember, but I don't know which time it was. And he's a very knowledgeable person, but he became a kind of Aref himself. It's the problem, advantage or disadvantage of Irfan, I don't know. When you study about that, it absorbs you and you become an Aref yourself. Finally, many people happen to them. So you can read the books of the Professor Zarinkub. Yeah, he became Aref himself. His wife, a Dr. Qamar Aryan, she said that he became a Aref himself, and I know that he was. Anyway, and I'm not going to do that. I like these people. I like Aref people. I like Irfan. I have some tendency to Irfan. I like many ideas of them because it gives us insight. It helps us to have a better life, better attitude, better approach. But I want to keep distance. I'm not going to be very close to them, that my love doesn't permit me to understand what they say. So I keep the distance between sujet object, subject object. Okay, let's go. And about the books and the things that I am quoting in these video lectures, I don't have access to most of them, and I find them on the internet, and sometimes I couldn't find the original book, just I find the things that have said something about that. But I have read these books already. I know if I choose something from internet, that almost I am sure that they are right. So if for any reason there is a difference, it is because I choose from the internet and I don't have access to the original books. Though I have read these books before, and I know that they are right. So it was a explanation about what is happening. So we are going to pantheism to explain what is pantheism and what does it mean. Pantheism says everything is God and there is nothing except of God. It is the best explanation. If I want to be positive about these people, everything is God and there is nothing except of God. Whatever you see is God. I mean, God and reflection of God. This tree is a reflection of God. This sky is the reflection of God. I don't know. I am the reflection of God. You are the reflection of God. Everything. So it's the explanation of pantheism. According to Sufis, there are many definitions and sometimes they are contradictory, but I think it's the best definition and very positive. I don't want to be negative. I want to have sympathy with them and I want to understand them. So it is the best explanation to me, according to me. You know, they for example, they consider like a light which passes through a prism or crystal or rainbow. You know, when it passes through the rainbow, it has different colors. But these different colors, they are not different. They are the same light. Just they passing the rainbow, and they became different colors. So it is the same light, or sun rays and the sun, sunshade and the sun. Okay, they are the same sun. There is no difference. Or they say, for example, like sea and sea waves. Again, both of them are the same, you know. Or if you take a glass of water from the sea, is there any difference between this glass of water, which is from the sea, and sea itself? No, there is no difference. I mean, it is what they say. Just I want to say what I am saying in these videos. They are not necessarily my ideas. Just I try to have sympathy with them and see what they say. And if I am emotional, sometimes I am trying to say exactly what they say. It doesn't mean that I approve them or I disapprove them. Maybe they are my ideas, maybe they are not my ideas. Just I try to be fair, though I know it is not 100% possible. So we go. So like a light which is passing from the crystal. The light, these colors are the reflection of God, but they are the same light, you know. Okay, then uh, uh, I read somewhere. I have written in my MA thesis, and I don't have time to check it, but I saw again on internet, and I remembered. You know, there is a difference between panentheism, and pantheism. I mean, some people believe the Persian pantheism is more panentheism. Let me read from here. Panentheism, panentheism, which means in panentheism and pantheism, in both of them, God is everywhere and everything is God and the reflection of God. But in panentheism, God is in higher level. It is it is in higher and upper level. It's the difference between panentheism and pantheism, and many people believe that Persian mysticism is panentheism, is more panentheism. It is what I wanted to explain. Let's go to the other topic. Okay, we want to know what is from where وحدت وجود. I mean this panentheism. Why? When it started. You know, we have a first. Let me say, um, there is a saying, Islamic saying, which says from the Prophet of Islam, "Man arafa nafsahu faqad arafa rabbahu. Man arafa nafsahu faqad arafa rabbahu." They say the Prophet of Islam is said, but we are not sure. Just is this a sentence here? He says, if somebody knows himself, if somebody is Arabic sentence, if somebody knows himself, then he could knows the God. So you know what you there's a meaning here. If I understand myself, I know the God. What does it mean? It means I am God. I am part of God. You know so it is not complicated. If I know myself, then I am God. I mean, if I say if I know the flower, then I know myself. So it means flower is me. You know, if flower is me. It is what it says. This Arabic sentence. It is one of the things that the Aref people they said. Because of that we say that, and we have the stories that I will say the stories about the Christians and Judaism, and Islam, Arafah, man Arafah, Araf, Irfan, Ma'rifat, Aref, Ma'ruf, all of them, they are coming from the same root. In Arabic, you have a root for a word that they are coming from the same family, like fail. Fail means doing something. Fail, fa'al, somebody who is doing that. Maf'ul, somebody that doing this thing on him. Maf'ul, it is going to different structures and different kind of pronunciation. So, but we have a root, that root, the bone, that usually is three alphabets, three alphabets, and like fail, fe, ain, lam, fail, like that. Here, Arafa, Irfan, Ma'rifat, Aref, Ma'ruf, all of them are coming from the same family, and the origin ones means knowing. Aref means, then we have Aref means that somebody who knows, and Ma'rifat means knowledge. Irfan means again knowledge, knowing the God by the way of heart. So they are coming from the family of knowing, and it was necessary for me to speak about the etymology of these words here, that we know why what's the meaning of these words and why they are related. All of them are coming from knowing. If you know, then knowledge, you should have knowledge about yourself, then you have knowledge about the God. So Persian mysticism, I can say the main important thing of the Persian mysticism is about the knowing yourself and knowing the God. Okay, we go, and why they say that? I said to you already, this sentence, Arabic sentence, I said that we have in Quran, Inna lillah wa inna alayhi raji'un. We are from the God, and we are coming from the God. So what does it mean? We are from the God. It means our soul is from the God. The Aref people, Rumi, and people like Rumi, they show it as a document. It has written in Quran. If you believe in Quran, it says like that. So we are from the God. Or there is other sentence in the Quran, Nafakhtu min ruhi, means when I created, God says, when I created a human being, I blown from my spirit to the spirit, to the body of human being. So human being has the spirit of the God, right? So it is what they show as a document, as evidence that we are the God. Just this body is the curtain between us and God, according to the Arab people that I speak about that. And we know that in Christianity we say I have said it before, that, and you know that the Jesus is the Son of God. So it is a spiritual Son of God, right? So again, the Christian, they have the same idea that Jesus has a spirit of God. As far as I know, I don't know too much about the Christianity. And Judaism in Old Testament says God created human being as his face, right? It is what we have in religious stories. Though in 18th century, this atheist philosopher Ludwig Feuerbach, Russian, he said no, human being created God according to his face. Whatever he didn't have and he wanted to have, he said, okay, God has it. He didn't have power, said God is so powerful and something. Extremely vice versa. This Ludwig Feuerbach, 18th century. So, this Wahdat wujud, Wahdat means unity and wujud means existence. It started from Ibn Arabi. Some people said before, but from the first time we see he theorized it and spoke about Ibn Arabi. He has several books. Ibn Arabi, what Ibn Arabi says, he says he doesn't speak even about the reflection. He says everything is God. You know what I'm saying? He says everything is God. Here I have written خدا گاه سنگ است، گاه درخت، گاه حیوان است، گاه انسان، گاه ستاره است و گاه فرشته است. Sometimes God is a stone, sometimes tree, sometimes animal, sometimes انسان, sometimes a star, and sometimes angel. So whatever you see is God. Whatever you see, it is God. I mean, it is not reflection of God. It is everything. This paper is God, according to Ibn Arabi. So there is nothing except the God. And also, you see, Rumi loved said to me, love is God. I said to you, according to Rumi and other Aref people, love is God. God is love. They are the same. There is no difference between love and God. Oh, well, uh, somebody says, for example, what about the cockroach? Cockroach is God, for example. I mean, there are other things that we don't love. Everything is God. I am not going to justify Ibn Arabi, but there are stories, there are stories that, one of the stories, I don't name this person because I don't want some people think that I'm insulting, but one of the biggest people in front of the God, he was going to speak with the God, and when he was passing, he saw a cockroach, right? He saw a cockroach, and he was wondering, what is the philosophy of creation of this cockroach? This cockroach for what? Why God created him? And he went to his appointment with the God, and when he wanted to come back, he forgot to ask the question, to ask the God, what is the philosophy of creation of this cockroach? He forgot. When he wanted to come back, God said, sir, you forgot. You wanted to say, you wanted to ask something, you forgot. He said, yes, I was wondering why you created cockroach. What is the philosophy of that? What is the use for it? God said, when you were passing beside the cockroach, it was thinking with himself, what is the usage of creation of you? I mean, why? He was asking with himself, I should ask God, what is the philosophy of creation of you? I mean, what the story wants to say, that we shouldn't say that everything is just for us. There are the animals, maybe they are important than us, and I believe sometimes they are, because they don't do the many wrong things that we do, kill many people or something. They cannot do that, and they don't do it. So we shouldn't say everything. I mean, we are not criteria and measure for everything. So if it, for example, if a dog is God, then there is no problem with that, according to Ibn Arabi. It should be. I don't want to insult, just I want to explain what these people say. Okay, we go about Aziz Nasafi says about the pantheism. What Aziz Nasafi says, uh, because there are different, the Rumi has different idea, people have different idea, but what Aziz Nasafi says, I read it first. ای درویش، در ابتدای مقام از سالکان هر آینه نواز برآید که لیس فی جبتی سوی الله و لیس فی الدارین غیر الله، و در وسط این مقام هر آینه نواز برآید که انا الحق و سبحانی ما اعظم الشأنی، و در انتهای این مقام چنان خاموشی و سکوت بر سالک غلبه شود که با هیچ کس در هیچ وقت سخن نگوید مگر که ضرورت باشد، و چنان عجز و نادانی بر سالک غالب شود که به یقین بداند که ذات و صفات خدای را هیچ کس و چنان که ذات و صفات خدای است ندانست و نخواهد دانست. Okay. Translation. ای درویش، اوه درویش، در ابتدا, at the beginning of this position, I mean to be a dervish and to be a Aref, from the Sadiq, these people that they are going this way, like Aref, every time they say that, at the beginning they say that, the people that they start to be Aref, to be a Aref or Sufi, que laysa fi jubbati sawa Allah. They say, it is the Arabic senses, that there is nothing in my clothes except God. At the beginning they say that there is nothing in my clothes except God, means I am God. وَلَيْسَ فِي الدَّارَيْنِ غَيْرَ اللَّهِ. Again Arabic sentence, and there is nothing except in this world and the other world. This world that we are living and the world after dying, لَيْسَ فِي الدَّارَيْنِ غَيْرَ اللَّهِ. And there is nothing in this world and the other world except God. و در وسط این مقام هر آینه این آواز برآید که انا الحق و سبحانی ما اعظم الشأنی. At the middle of this position, we hear that they say, Ana al-Haq, I am God. I speak about the Mansur Hallaj that he was saying, Ana al-Haq, I am God. Arabic sentence. و سبحانی ما اعظم الشأنی. it was what Bayezid was saying, another Aref, Subhani, how pure I am, how innocent I am, something like that. Ma azam و shani, how great is my position. How, he's speaking like God about himself. و در انتهای این مقام, at the end of this position, چنان خاموشی و سکوت بر سالک غلبه شود. The silence takes the Aref, captures the Aref in a way he doesn't speak with anybody at any time unless it is necessary. If it is not necessary, he doesn't speak with anybody at any time. و چنان, and he understands that he is so ignorant. I like this sentence. And he understands that he is so ignorant about everything. We are ignorant, right? We know just a little, very, very little of the ocean. And he understands that he is so ignorant that he knows, that he believes that he doesn't know the essence and the attributes of God as God is. Nobody knew that, and nobody knows. So he understands two things. He has two qualities at the end of. He becomes so silent, and he understands that he's so ignorant about the God and everything. He's ignorant. It is the idea of Nasafi about that. So I'm going to Rumi. What Rumi says. Rumi has the same idea about the pantheism. He is following this idea. He likes this idea. And okay, I read some of his poems I have written here because I don't know them by heart, so I need to read from the paper. One of the verses, سوی کل خود, it is a sentence. سوی کل خود روی جزء خدا. He says, go to the main part, you, that you are part of the God. It is so clear. Go to the main part, you that you are a part of the God. He says that you are God, part of the God. Very clear. This sentence is very clear. Point. The other one. تفرقه برخیزد و شرک و دویی، وحدت است اندر وجود معنوی. مصنوی ما دکان وحدت است، غیر واحد هرچه بینی آن بت است. ما عدم‌هاییم و هستی‌های ما، تو وجود مطلق و هستی ما. It says it arises disunity and shirk. Shirk means you believe there is two God, not unique God. Shirk means that and sharik means partner. If you believe there is a partner for God in Arabic word, if you believe that there is a partner for the God, then it is shirk. Means that you do not believe that there is one God. You are a believer, but you believe there is two God or more, two gods or more. And duo means dualism, two. It says it arises disunity and shirk, putting partner for the God, and dualism, but there is a unity in the spiritual existence. There is a unity. Everything is one. There is no two. Rumi says. مصنوی ما دکان وحدت است. My book Masnavi is the shop of unity, not disunity, unity. غیر واحد هرچه بینی آن بت است. Whatever you see except the unique, which means God, this one is idol. Is both idol, I-D-O-L, idol. ما عدم‌هایی ما هستی‌های. Whatever we are does not exist. We don't exist. You are existing. You are the perfect existence, and you are our existence. Means we are God. Again, we are God. It is what Rumi says. Very clear. Again, other point. آنها که طلبکار خدایید بیرون ز شما نیست، شمایید ذاتید و صفاتید، گهی عرش و گهی فرش، در عین بقایید و منزه ز فنایید. آنها که you people that you are searching for God, you are looking for God, you are God yourself. آنها که طلبکار خدایید you are looking for God, you are God yourself. بیرون ز شما نیست, it is not outside of you. شمایید you are yourself. ذاتید و صفاتید. You are the essence and attributes of God. گهی عرش و گهی فرش. فرش means here on the earth, عرش sky, heaven, the place of God. در عین بقایید. You remain forever. You remain forever. و منزه ز فنایید. You never die. You never go. You die, but you are going from this period to other period. It is what Rumi says, right? So Rumi is very clear about that there is a unity of existence, pantheism. Everything is God. And also Shabastari is the other Aref. I think his book, one of his books is called Shaneraz. He says, the poem I have written from him, I read it. مسلمان گر بدانستی که بود چیست، بدانستی که دین در بود پرستی است. He said Muslim, if knows what is the idol, I-D-O-L, if knows what is the idol, then he knows that religion is worshipping the idol. Because he thinks, the Shabastari also thinks that idol is God. No difference between idol and God, because everything is God. Of course, it could be one of the meaning of this poem. It could have other poems. Please do not criticize me. I know. Okay, then we go. It doesn't mean I didn't want to say that I know everything, but just I wanted to know this part about this poem that they have, and also other poems that they may have other meanings. It depends how do you interpret them. But usually I try to be fair about interpretation and translation, and I try to give the exact or very close meaning of what poet wants to say, though I'm sure that sometimes I'm not successful about that because of change of the meaning of the words during the centuries, and also sometimes they have different meanings, like poems of Hafiz, right? Okay, we go to Insan. I said Insan means human being. I want to explain about this word because it's very important in Irfan, in Persian mysticism, and I would like to use Insan instead of human being from now on. I try Insan because it's a keyword, right? Insan, I don't know the root of his word because I like terminology. Usually I go to find. I don't know the root of this word. I didn't search for that, or I have forgotten. What I have seen in Arabic text and Persian text and also Turkish text, and also Dutch say to the insan mensen. I don't know how close it is. Yes, Dutch they say mensen. In Arabic you say we have, in Quran we say we have خلق الإنسان من علق. Arabic sentence. خلق الإنسان من علق. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. خلق الإنسان من علق. God says, God created human being from, I could say something like sperm. Created human being from sperm, something like sperm. Or the other sentence in the Quran, علم الإنسان, you see insan again. علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم. God taught, the past of teach. God taught to the human being what he didn't know. علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم. Or in Persian, I have read this poem from Rumi before, all of it I think. دی شیخ با چراغ همی گشت گرد شهر کزدی بودت ملولم و انسانم آرزوست. کزدی بودت ملولم و انسانم آرزوست. Yesterday, Sheikh Diogenes, I don't know how to say in English, or Diogenes in French, big man, big philosopher was searching in the city. کزدی بودت ملولم و انسانم آرزوست. That I am bored, that I am tired of beasts and animals, and I'm searching for insan, which means human being. Insan means human being that has all of the qualities of the human being, or at least most of the qualities of human being as human beings, like kind, like generous, doesn't like many things. You know, the qualities that we like a good human being has. And also Adam has the same meaning. Adam, as in English they say Adam, you know, the father of all of the people according to religious stories. Adam and insan has the same meaning. We say this person is not Adam, means this person is not a good person, but insan is a little bit higher level, insan. And usually they use insan and sometimes Adam. And we have also the name of book of Nasafi is Insan Kamil, perfect human being. Perfect human being. Okay, and So I explained what does it mean insan, that I use it from now on, insan. And if we go to the story, and then these Sufis, they say insan is the same as God. God is the insan, and I try to explain, and I try to explain later. The story starts from the time, from the old ages, people started to worship statues, idols, and later, we have people that they are God, half God. If you have one horn, then you are half God. If you have two horns, then you are full God. In ancient mythology and also history, I think Alexander the Macedonian, he was half God or two God. I don't remember exactly, but he was a kind of God. And then uh, what humanism in French pronunciation, humanism in English, what they say in 18th, 19th century or later, it is what Sufis they say. They try to convert the attention to the human being, to make him as a center of universe, as somebody very important, and they have reasons for that to do it. I mean, it's a kind of humanism. I'm not saying they are the same. There are a lot of differences, but from some points of views, they say exactly the same. They try the Sufi, the Arab people and Rumi people, they want to make human being important, insan important, as the center of universe, because insan is a part of God. Insan is God, not even part of God. So and why they do that? Because the life of a human being doesn't have any value. They are worthless. They kill them easily. And they try to say you cannot kill human beings. They are God. I try to explain it later.